And welcome back, OSL, to the first unofficial event. Well, not unofficial, but it's not a part of our seasonal events, if you will. This is the off-season. It is the community 1v1 event where we'll be seeing Gunther on the Blight Suffocation Pit. We have 55 contestants. Now, who's going to get first, second, and third? At the moment, up front first, it is Smoky Hellfire. Sorry for the delay as well. Also, it has been a little bit of a hassle trying to get this all sorted. Unfortunately, things didn't go according to plan, but we're here now. And alongside with me tonight is Jarms, co-casting with me. Jarms, how are you feeling tonight, big man?
I'm feeling really good, big man. I haven't casted in a while, so I'm a little bit nervous, but it's good. New change of scenery. We're going to be seeing Blight on the Suffocation Pit with the standard double speed add-ons, of course, from Gunther's choosing. Did also choose the Suffocation Pit, so maybe picking his own poison tonight, big fella, but it'll be really interesting to see, as I said, because I do have the new RNG buffs on most of the Macmillan and Azeroth's map, maybe just most maps in general, to be honest. But yeah, no, I'm expecting some long chases tonight, and that's not a knock on Gunther's skill level for sure, Below, you know that.
Yeah, definitely. And as we get ready for this 1v1 now, we're going to be doing a little bit of an RNG check, getting the movement mechanics work. You are allowed to take 30 to 40 seconds to do a little bit of an RNG check at the beginning. But yes, we upon doing that now, we'll be starting the chase. Teabag and one bump rush from the Blight is going to initiate the chase, and we're off. Going all the way down into the bottom side of the map, pre-dropping this 4 walls here. Our killer at the moment getting a little bit lost. I do think they're around here somewhere. I don't really know what's happening with Gunther. He's just over at the shack. I don't think we started the chase correctly. So if we get a quick restart on the timer as well, we can get this show on the road again once more. Was a little bit of a mishap there, but we'll be nevertheless correcting our mistake, going and doing a little bit of a camera spin as well. A little bit frustration from Smokey at the moment, thinking he had a good start to the chase, not getting tagged within the first 20 seconds was looking pretty good for our big man here. Now teabagging again, and Gunther's just not having any of it at the moment. Not too sure what's happening here. I mean, maybe some technical difficulties that I'm personally unaware of as the caster at the moment, but given a little bit of a slap to the Blight here. Going to be restarting the time of the teabag, and we're off properly as well. Gunther going to be taking that rush now. Smoking running all the way down to this dropped broken 4 walls at the moment, or 4 walls rather, sorry. Going to be utilizing the check spots and just playing around this dropped pallet at the moment by getting tagged at the moment at 15 seconds. Is looking pretty dire for Smokey here. Is going to be running all the way down to the top side of the map and going to utilizing this God Rock here, pre-dropping that instantly. Going to be playing some pre-drops against the Blight. Very good to note. If you are up next as one of our contestants, is that pre-dropping against the Blight can be detrimental towards him, but Smokey not being able to play the check spots correctly, and that will spell 30 seconds utilize their advantage. And we see that with Stu2 Geeked as well. So definitely been in the 1v1 labs, if you will, at the moment. Now going to be taking this chase on at the shack pallet, taking the pallet side, the side closest to the middle of the map, and now I'll be standing and initiating the chase very soon, I do presume. No, the rushes haven't came in yet, but yes, no, we're on the way once more. He's going to be running all the way down to the bottom side. Some spectator bugs happening at the moment for an hour, and sorry, not bugs, but rather inconsistencies, unfortunately. Now going to be utilizing our life all the way down into the bottom mid of the map, going to this Ormond tile, pre-dropping that instantly. Going to be rotating all the way down to the pallet gym as well. Got a pretty nice setup, if I do say so myself. I'm going to be able to dodge the tag, going for a little bit of a crouch check, not quite working out in our favor, going all the way back down to the Ormond tile, now vaulting the pallet, trying to play the window, and I dare say this is going to be going down at 28 seconds, unless there was some time taken away at the moment. I'm not too sure what the actual time was. If we get one of our refs to give us a quick confirmation on what that's.
Hey, but yeah, he's looking good. I'm liking him, and if anyone can get a good chase, right, it probably could be Bongrat as well, because low key, he 1v1s the bro quite often. Maybe not quite often, but he's 1v1 the bro more than most people. So probably has a bit more of the patterns recognized, and you know, probably even able to inherit some of predictions. Because you know, when you play the same person over and over and over again, you learn the tendencies, you learn the stuff, and you know, that's why you see people have the better chases, the people that are usually people who are friends with the person. But we are going to kick it off. Bongrat going to choose to play the backside of Shack, actually. Going to drop the pallet early, and that's going to be a zone 2 rushes, I believe that was used onto G Money. Might have been 3, but he's going to make mid comfortably here. Choosing the Lithe Resi. Gunther does get the rushes back. Is going to safety bump on the T there. He's going to get a tag as well, so beautiful, beautiful logic there coming in from Mr. Gunther, your Southeast Asia Commissioner. We do have a jungle gym mid though, does Bongrat, and we see the red stain inside the tile. Just checking for where he is. Gunther's choosing to get a little bit freaky. The slow vault, a personal favorite of mine, coming out from Bongrat. Very, very nicely played. Just looking around for the kill. I'm not too sure. We do see Gunther finally catch up. I should say, kind of recognize where he's gone. Bongrat's just choosing to break away. I don't think he's going to make this on ping. Gunther choosing to safety pump. Bongrat's going to win that as well. Big man wins the small vault on the side of that pallet. Might break away for the window here. No, doesn't choose to. Gunther's just going to let him make this window back. He double backed as well. Don't let me be the best caster and predict Bongrat's going to have the best chase of the night. Go, Hunter. Take it away, mate. My goodness.
You just call me Gohan? There's no way you just called me Gohan. But nevertheless, we take a chase all the way down to 4 Chord Rock, and we're going to be dropping that instantly, and we're going to be playing around this. We're having our juicer chase at the moment, 1 minute 20, if you will. He's going to be missing that swing too. Just Bongrat is so locked in with the Suave David outfit. You will be seeing, ladies and gents, a 1 minute 30 chase. My God. Yes, you'd love to see it. And yeah, in now onto the 7 side of the map, and we'll be looking around our bottom side. We do have the infamous water tower, and we do have the pallet over here. Not really much to work with to be able to go all the way into main, so we might opt to go for a little bit of a pre-drop onto Shack. So yeah, just gonna be looking around this bottom side. Yeah, oh, look, there's no pallets. There's a hill. It's looking pretty dire at the moment, but he's gonna be teabagging that and choosing not to use the pallet as you do. Yes, okay, so the bump rush is going to allow him to go all the way down to this jungle gym here. So I was sorely mistaken pre-dropping that in the process, and now playing the check spot on the pallet and running all the way down to top of the map, and now utilizing this pallet gym as well. He's gonna pre-drop this, and yes, playing a little bit of a fake mind game as well. Gunther's gonna go to try and swing through it, utilizing some of that ping maybe. Now playing some mind games, and Newt is just playing this absolutely crazy, and he's able to force the break as well, going all the way down to the Ormond tile over at 3, pre-dropping that instantly, choosing not to opt to go for the window, just trying to play this pallet as well. He still has free tag, and you have been tagged within 40 seconds. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself, and he's going to be tagged, and Caster's Curse likewise. We're just going to go all the way down into main now, and we do have the window facing the correct side, but we're not going to be able to use it. We're going to have to really get this stun here if we're going to stay alive. This is the 50-50 pallet that everyone knows and loves, and Gunther going to be utilizing some of these bump mind games, the bump logic coming in, and we're going to be going down, and it's going to be 58 seconds. Oh, so definitely not quite what I...
Maybe not having that error, and sort of overcompensated and stuck himself out a little bit too far on that 50-50 pallet, like you said, and yeah, it's a bit of a tough one to stomach, that one. Definitely some choice words I reckon came out from New there, but we Flamethrower 22322. I'm not too sure who the bro is, I'll be honest. Like I said, I think I see him in the 1v1 channel. He's on the Zarina. I mean, I used to be a Zarina main when I was, like first getting into the game, which I can respect. I think Zarina mains are top tier, to be honest. So, I moved out of that transition, but hopefully the bro can put on a show here. We do see G Money going long side here. Does go short side, gets sucked into the vacuum on the pallet break. We are going to choose to just sort of walk back to Shack, and he won't make it for free. We do have the windows on. We are not going for the Shack pallet vault. I'm not too sure what the bro was up to there. Maybe a miscalculation timing of the rushes, and I don't even think we really make this hole. We barely make it. G-Money's on the inside. He's not going to think twice. We rush early. The light's going to come out from Flamethrower here, and not really having a geese behind them too much. Just sort of wants to run forward and get a right jolly move on, and I think Gunther's noticing that, comes around the side there, and that's going to be 44 seconds. So, as I predicted to you, Buller, in the pre-game, Casters VC...
That's absolutely crazy. The combo is just, oh my God. Now, we're going to be coming in with Windows and Life as well as our build, and we did see that in the last game as well. So, opting not to go for a resilience is crazy in my opinion when you're dealing with ping, but the confidence on Chief, you love it. You love it. So, he's not even going to go for an RNG check having Windows at his disposal. He's just going to be opting to drop this pallet, and I don't think we've started the big man. I think Gunther's swinging to initiate the chase. I'm not too sure what's happening here. He's trying to get a little bit of a head start on his buddy and doing a little bit of a point take. I don't really know. he's gonna be teabagging now. That's gonna kick off the chase now. We're gonna be going down to this bottom filler, and we have a really nice filler to reach these tiles at the bottom side. So can we use this to our advantage? He's gonna be trying to swing through that with Ping. Gonna be stunning Gunther in the process, utilizing the light back and forth and getting tagged, unfortunately, and now using the bottom broken R wall. Oh, I don't see this one really lasting too long, Jams.
Yeah, where's the killer? And we do cop the little M1 my game from the big Gunther. 28 seconds, Chief. A bit more, but I only remember him seeing him one. Didn't have the greatest game, but no, definitely has a great work ethic. And I have noticed him streaming very, very, very early hours of the morning in those 1v1s. So I'm expecting a good chase. That's just simple cut about it, Hunter.
Yeah, no, I'm not too sure what this angle is all about, but just like, dude, this speedos is absolutely.
I can't believe they added this, bro.
Why are people running this? Okay, nevertheless, we're taking the teabag onto Shaq and running all the way down to the bottom side. A very similar filler to what we had earlier as well. Now, keep in mind, I don't think DC is also on ping, having been from the SEA community, so he's going to be utilizing this Ormond filler here, now trying to play it to the best of his ability. He's getting tagged, unfortunately, all the way at the bottom side. Going to be pre-dropping this pallet gym now, as you do, running all the way down to the top side, so we've made a little bit of distance. Still, I don't believe we've used our exhaustion yet. Unfortunately, we do have Urban Evasion at our disposal. We're going to be trying to play this life mind game as well, and he's going to win that. He's going to be running to the long side, the short side, sorry, where the coal bucket is, but not quite making as much distance as he would have liked. Then, oh, he's forced the break. That's lovely. He's just going to be able to make the middle side now, and the pallet is still dropped. He's going to be able to play the check spots. We're still in cooldown on the Blight side of things. We're going to be utilizing the V1 tech, if you will, now bouncing into the, I'm not even sure what you call those, but unfortunately going down at 56 seconds, so I do think that is a podium finish at the moment. Clockwork and RNG check as you do. Being one of your boys, Jumps, this is definitely no news to Burrito to start off this way. He has brought in Light and Resi, yes, definitely trying to take use of that extra 9% that is given by Resi, just to kind of counteract the ping. Gunther getting, I'm not too sure what's happening there, but he's just getting warmed up. I don't actually think that he knows Burrito's standing at the doorway there now. He definitely does, and he's gonna opt to go all the way to the other side. We do have the pallet side loading into bottom mid. A little bit of pre-game mind games, if you will, happening over here between the boys, but just waiting for the Blight charges to come back, and we'll be initiating the chase. Important thing to note at the moment is we haven't really been seeing any use of any of the other exhaustions at the moment, Jumps. I think everybody's kind of running with the same kind of build, either Lithe Resi or Lithe Windows. We did see a Lithe Urban, but what are your thoughts on that?
As is tradition in all the events, Burrito is going to get sort of, sat down in bitching session right now. That was a bit unsavory to see through the ping as well. JB is going to get around this fella. He's going to have to play this really, really short table and sort of stack of woods there, plus 10 wood if Gunther did say. He's going to be playing well though, that's 5 rushes used. He's going to be able to make this filler. That's very, very nicely played from JB. I'll quickly throw on this before he does get the potential of 2-tap. JB is very, very locked in these days. He is trying to hone his skill in. I probably shouldn't, I tried to talk as fast as I could, I can't lie, but John Finesse is a different type of aspect of the game that OSL sort of sticks away from. We like to say a bit more traditional. We do like to step outside our comfort zone, of course, but that's why you see us stick with the Lithe Resi, the balanced landings, the traditional 1v1 perks that usually people have done since the dawn of 1v1s, of course. But yeah, as I said, we usually give the killer players a courtesy of choosing the perks in the map, of course. G-Money did pick the Suffocation Pit, as I said, so pick your poison type beat. And the perks, for the most part, are usually just standard. The exhaustions, the urban. The alert is something that I've tried to incorporate myself personally into these all of the events. If you've noticed, all alert has been allowed on every killer that I think we've done. Maybe it wasn't allowed on the Spirit one, but the other twos it was allowed. But moving away from that for a moment, we are going to take chase right onto Halo at the Shack here. That's going to be the pre-drop of the Shack, Corey, and he's going to be able to make mid use the Lithe 10 seconds into this chase. Might get tagged as well.
Yeah, might do. I'm not too sure, but he's going to be playing these check spots really nicely. He's going to be getting hit through the window, unfortunately, running all the way down to the 8 side of the map now, running all the way down to 7, if you will, probably, but we notice a nice little big rock in the middle, so no balanced landings being brought into this, unfortunately, on the side of the survivors, and that's going to be a 34-second chase onto Halo. Got a pallet in the bottom mid, got a pallet gym as well over at the 9 side, so some nice RNG to get us to the top side of the map and kind of avoid that hit very early on into the chase. Now Quasar going to be teabagging at the pallet side. Interesting, a very long teabag, but not quite initiating the chase just yet. Having a little bit of mishaps. Sometimes this happens on comms and ping at the moment. So there goes the pre-drop. So we started the chase and we're going to be utilizing the pallet gym. No lol jokes. We're going to go for the broken 4 walls. Oh no, I was kidding. We're going to go to the pallet gym over at 9 and now pre-dropping that and running around the long side. We're going to be taking this tag very early. Unfortunately, going all the way down to the top middle side, not using the pallet. We've kind of lost a little bit, of distance there, kind of being a little bit indecisive now, using the light on the window of the pallet gym and kind of getting caught on the rocks there, but we're going to be able to get the stun anyway. Some very nice RNG, and we're going to be pre-dropping these pallets, trying to make use of them, but I dare say the death is imminent, unfortunately, and that will be Quasar down at 43 seconds. I think we'll call that 42 seconds because the timer was stopped.
Ping himself and still have a decent, reasonable go at it, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Buller, for chirping in there and helping me out there.
No, you're right. Being from the west side myself, I definitely know what the ping is like towards the Sydney servers and the Singapore servers. So yes, it is pretty much, if you have good internet in WA, it's 60 apiece to both sides of the world, if you will. So Mike being on a little bit more of the higher side, unfortunately, around that 70 to 80 mark, like you had said, big man. But we're just going to be doing a little bit of an RNG check here. And I want to see some Mike hype in the chat. The teabag to be able to be initiated and the cracker coming in hot at the moment. We're going to be utilizing this this jungle gym here. I'm getting lost in the sauce a little bit with my casting. Gonna be trying to hype Mike up to the best of my abilities. Get the Mike hype in chat now. He's gonna be utilizing the window. The light coming in as well. Gonna be mind gaming Gunther a little bit, running all the way down to these LNTs. You love it, but he's gonna be getting tagged. Unfortunately, the crouch tech not coming in. He's gonna be rotating all the way to the bottom mid side with this broken R&L wall. The pallet on the other side. So quite an unfortunate scene of events. He's gonna be going down in the middle. No. Mike, you're getting a 37-second chase, so something a little along the average.
I'm just gonna say he's on Xbox. He's probably the best Xbox player going around, and yeah, he definitely is.
Pretty sure somebody's going to be fighting for that title now that you've said that. But yes, we're going to be using the shirtless David as well. He's standing menacingly. Nah, he means business. The quick teabag as well. The drop of the pallet going all the way down to the bottom side, playing a little bit of a check spot to see if the mind game was happening on the outside of Shaq, and it does. Just a little bit too late now. Gunther going to be taking the bump onto this rails here now, kind of hitting Big Hasso. He's going to be utilizing that light to make as much distance as he can, going to the LNT. Oh no, there's not many pallets at our disposal at the moment. We're going to have to opt to go all the way down to 3, where there will be an Ormond tile vaulting that window all the way down to the pallet side. Now we're going to pre-drop it or play Greed. We're playing Greed. Very lovely stuff to see. Is he going to be able to win this with Gunther being on ping? He's going to be pre-dropping it as well, making the window again. Is he going to be vaulting the window? And yes, he is. He's bought us a fair bit of distance now, vaulting back into the window. I think that wasn't the play, unfortunately, but still somewhat of a nice chase. 39 seconds for the big man on the controls. They're just going to use the next best thing, which is Life and Resi on ping. So now he's going to be doing a little bit of an RNG check. Ugh, some ugly RNG at the moment. I don't even think, is pallet on this side? Okay, it is. So maybe we'll go for a little bit of a pre-drop, since there's really nothing at our disposal over on the bottom mid section. So Gunther's going to be going all the way down to the other side of the map, on the other side of the doorway, which there is no pallet. And he's going to be doing, I think Gunther's doing a little bit of the RNG check as well for himself. Oh my God. Some definitely an experienced play there. But yes, like I said, we'll be pre-dropping that pallet, utilizing the rock for distance, and now making sure we use that light to get, or we're going to be running around the short side of the L. That is a very early tag at 14 seconds. Very well played by Gunther to be able to read that. Now we have the LNT. No pallets here to be used. Are we going to be able to make this window in time before the rushes come back to us? No, we are. We're going to be using the L wall now, trying to play a little bit of mind games. We're going down to 28 seconds. I'm not too sure if that was even the chases on the Blight. Definitely in that little montage video he made, he had Yeah, he had a few good chases. Just to throw some names out there who he was versing, you know, G Money definitely. He was one of those in the finals. He also had a good chaser amongst A71. And keep in mind, both of those competitors for him were on ping. So this is going to be really interesting to see. He's going to be doing a little bit of a quick teabag now to get the chase started and going all the way down to the bottom mid. Slow vaulting and preserving the life. I love this play. This man, oh, that's crazy. Now he's going to be using this pallet here and being able to get the stun as well. Gunther not being able to hit through that pallet. Now playing the generational what's that called, the Ormond tile, now dropping this pallet as well over at the the jungle gym. Now not going to be using the window, going to go for the god rock here. 32 seconds and we haven't been tagged. Very good. Going to be breaking this pallet, going all around to the bot mid side of the map as well. Going to be utilizing this pallet now. He's going to be eating that tag at 40 seconds, so definitely something that we can still work with. I'm not too sure. I didn't get a quick look at whether, wait, they're saving the life again. That is absolutely crazy. Going to be slow vaulting that window. Going to be utilizing the shack pallet as well, and that's what I was referring to, ladies and gents, was the shack pallet. Didn't know if that was dropped at the beginning since the chase happened so quick, but nevertheless, we'll be taking chase back onto this filler here, and we're hitting the 1 minute and 4 seconds. We do have the LNT again. He's gonna, if he slow vaults this again, I swear I'm going to lose it. Nah, okay, he does have the god rock here. He's gonna be pre-dropping that at the top side. He's gonna try and have to play the life here. He is, and he's going to be wrapping around the short side, wrapping around the long side once more. Gunther's gonna be trying to get this thing as quick as he can. That's gonna be 122, so he did break the 1 minute, but not enough to an RNG check. We're going to be seeing him bringing Life and Resi into the trial, and he is going to be running all the way down to the shack side to get the chase started. And as we do, we're pausing a little bit. I think we're going to be doing a little bit of a ping check to see if we're going to be able to continue on with the chase. And now kind of waiting for Gunther to come back to us, maybe typing to the refs or something. Not too sure. Nevertheless, going to be taking that tear back. Now the bump rush and the pre-drop of the pallet, and we are on the way again. Going all the way down to the bottom side where we'll be seeing this jungle gym here. Some very nice RNG if you do to get to the top side. And we're going to be opting to greed it a little bit, okay? And we've gone for a little bit of another bump rush by this on the side of Gunther, and Sizz is going to be able to make that scot-free without being tagged as well. 21 seconds on the clock at the moment as it stands. Now going to be utilizing the pallet gym over around the 8 side of the map. He's going to pre-drop this play or a little bit greedy. We're going to be pre-dropping it. We're going to be playing check spots, but that's going to result in a tag, unfortunately. Now going back to the pallet gym as well. Going to be hiding, doing a little bit of mind games, but Gunther not falling for it. The slow vault coming in, and we've heard it, and that it will be a 41-second chase. So something along the lines of being a little bit on the average side for tonight, Joms.
You could argue definitely maybe has that as well. Was a great in DBO. I know he took a break from the game a while ago, Hunter, and has only recently come back. I know he played a few games for Saudis. I actually had the pleasure myself of being able to go up against him. Was able to come out victorious as well, which I felt very, very, very high on. Because I knew he's a great player. I know he's a top-level player. Was a top-level player. Yeah, excuse me if it's a past tense, sorry. But I haven't really seen him too often recently other than the one game we had. But yeah, Hunter, no, I'm expecting great things. It's same ping, which is a plus, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Just a very notable name. Now he's going to be taking chase all the way down to the bottom side of the map. Going to be using the LNTs. He's going to be vaulting the L, utilizing that life all the way down to the, maybe going to opt to go to 4, I think, and just try to break line of sight if he can. And Gunther's going to be able to read that and getting a little bit lost on his bumps and now fatiguing with no tag. 40 seconds now. This could be a podium finish. Getting mind game, unfortunately, though. I am... Oh, no, we've blinded ourselves. Okay, so hopefully we're not running into any walls here. But we're going to be opted to go for the pallet as well, so we've recovered really well. We're going to be pre-dropping that and trying to play the check spots, but Gunther is too strong on that bump logic, and he is going to be able to down slug at that pallet, which will result in 54 seconds and 97 milliseconds. So, yes, not quite up.
Out my hand and like, you know, like as if people could see me, but yeah, just from all over the world. It's good, man. I love OSL. I love the people in the scene. It's, you know, and I'm just guess I'm emphasizing that I hope everyone has the same mentality, because it really needs to be shared, I think. And anyway, moving away from the boring, nonchalant BS, we will see LZY doing a little bit of his little RNG check, and he's gonna tell the bro to come. He wants this side he wants this side, which is very interesting. Does have that filler to his right. He's gonna choose to play it as expected. Hunter, take it away, my brother. So I'm out of breath.
Yeah, well, this time we're not going straight up the middle. We've gone to the flank a little bit. So we're pre-dropping this 5 pallet here. Going to be running around to getting the rush in from the side of Gunther. Not quite getting the blind now on the side of LZY. He's going to be vaulting the pallet in and out, utilizing his live, going all the way back to the Shack pallet. And he's able to unzone himself as well. But Gunther realizing it's going to run the wrong side of Shack. And we do see it via the check spots. LZY is going to be going all the way back to the dropped pallet over at 5. But he's a little bit zoned here. Can Gunther take advantage of that? And now he's going to be breaking that pallet. No brutal strength is going to allow LZY to maybe make that pallet. Lol jokes, he's going to have to be utilizing a little bit of trash loops around it. Gunther getting a little bit lost in the sauce. We are at 44 seconds at the moment, so no tag here is going to be resulting in a very good chase at the moment, if I do say so myself. But we're going to be vaulting into the loving embrace of Gunther, which is going to result in a tag. We're going all the way down to 3 now. I'm going to be using this window. We do have the the godforsaken 4 walls, if I do say so, and Gunther's going to be using this to his advantage now, bumping in and out, going all the way to the outside. There's no way he makes that. He crouched it as well. That's going to be 1 minute and 10 seconds. Is he going to make the stun? No. Okay, so we got to take into account that he wasn't on pink. That was still crazy.
From somewhere, I'm sure the big man Direwolf got his his stuff from somewhere, and we have no issue admitting that we take a lot of inspiration from organizations such as DBDO, of course. Regardless though, the young Geztrix, he's got, I see this fit everywhere, bro. I swear this is like, this fit has aura. This fit in particular has aura. I see Cash run this, I see Geztrix run this, I swear I see Dan run this as well. This fit has a bit of aura. I'll cut it some slack, but we are going to get 5 rushes used from Gunther early, and the heavyweight bout between Gunther and Geztrix is going to go in the favor of Geztrix early, but it quickly might shift back into the way of Gunther. He is not going to get that same ping tag, and he's going to just choose to play the checkies there. Geztrix has nuts of steel after that. That is forcing. He's going to just force Geztrix to drop that pallet on the bad side. He's just going to play 50s over and over as well. Has no issues playing them. Running back to the pallet. Slow vault. Personal favorite of mine. Beautiful.
Oh, this is great. This is sensational work here from the man himself, Geztrix. He's going to be using this window, but he might get tagged here. No, he's able to win the 50 again, getting a little bit caught on the corner. He's going to be able to get this tag. Gunther going to be swinging him. Oh, he was playing patient. He knew not to swing. Very good work from Gunther, the man, but going to be taking this tag now and using this pallet gem. Some very nice work we saw all the way down on the 7-8 side of the map. Now, going to be breaking this is Gunther. Geztrix going to be making main as well. This is 1 minute 14 seconds as it stands, and now we've hit a podium finish. We are at 3rd place at the moment. Now what can we do to beat 1st place? We're at 1 minute 22, so that is 2nd, but oh no, just missing it by a fraction. So it was maybe what, that's, what's the RNG check looking like, mate? Or are you just going balls deep with it? I can't lie. We got a God Rock over it. Oh, 8 there. We got one at 7 too, but I don't think there's a pallet over at 8. If there's a pallet there, oh man, we're in business, but nothing over in bottom mid, so. Oh.
My hands shake when I do this shit, bro.
Are you sure you still want me to cast? All right, no,
yeah. I don't know why.
All right, like you're shaking, so like I don't know, man. I don't know if that's like your primal instinct or what, but nevertheless, we'll be taking the teabag on to initiate the chase at the moment. So there is a pallet over here. So there's one at 8 and one at 7 at the moment. We're going to be using the check spots nice and early. Gunther's going to be playing mind games around the long side, and now Jump's going to be dropping that pallet instantaneously and now vaulting back into it all the way down to 7. He's going to be faking it as well. He's going to be able to make the bottom side. We're getting a little bit mind games here. He's going to be breaking that. We're going to be seeing him through alert. Gunther getting a little bit caught on the rocks here, not being able to anticipate where Jumps has gone. Now breaking line of sight. He's going to be able to make Shack now, and is the pallet on this side as well. No, it's not. So on the other side, we're going to be utilizing the window. No, faking it as well. He's going to be vaulting the window now. Jumps going to be dropping this pallet and running all the way down, all the way to the long side. No, not the. Oh, we're preserving. Well, no, we don't have life, but we're going to be trying to use these lockers. Surely we're going to be dropping that firecracker. Gunther hears it, and we're going to be eating a tag. Unfortunately, now going to the bottom side of the map. We're at 50 seconds at the moment. We're going to be able to make the top side. We do have this Ormond tile at our disposal. We're going to be pre-dropping that almost instantly now. We're going to be... Oh, wait. Oh, no, nah. You don't do it to a man. You don't do it to a man. You got to do it to a man. That's crazy. On the ping. No!
G-Money. Why do you have...
That's crazy.
You're reading chat. Nah. You're different.
But nevertheless, now going to be utilizing the look around tech, if you will, to see our RNG, and it's not looking too crash out, I can't lie. I don't really like the look of this. No pallets in the middle, no pallets over at 5. Do have a shack pallet here, so maybe pre-instantly dropping that. Going to be now taking the chase line. Yeah, the pre-drop coming in, and we're going to run all the way down to the bottom side too, and that's usually about 10 seconds to run all the way down to the bottom side with a break, so we're not going to be breaking the pallet though. On the side of Gunther, we're going to be opting to go to the bottom mid side now. We're going to go all the way back down to Shack as well. So yes, he does indeed win that. He's going to be doing a nice little fake there. The Shack pallet still dropped at the moment. It's going to force Gunther to be able to break that. Nothing at 7, nothing at 8. What?
He has alert below.
I didn't even realize that. Okay, so it's good to note that some people, and he's not on ping though, so he's going to be dropping that pallet, stunning Gunther in the process, but eating a tag, unfortunately, at 38 seconds, and this is going to be the imminent down at 41, unfortunately, for Ranger, but still a decent chase, you know, just underneath the PSA to make sure you're reading the rule set of the tournaments. Yes, definitely. So now we're going to be taking chase as Royces is going to be doing a little bit of an RNG check, utilizing his 30 to 40 seconds to see what he has around the map, since he's only brought Life and Resi. So one thing to note at the moment for tonight is that most of our competitors who are bringing in windows, it kind of eliminates the fact that they need to do an RNG check, but they're sacrificing the extra 9% when injured. The people who bring in resilience already kind of have the gist of knowing where the tiles are, knowing how they're played, and they just want to use an RNG check as their windows. And we're just going to opt to go for the top side of the map to see what we have just a little bit longer, and just going all the way back down now. About 20 seconds has passed on our RNG check, and you know, if you're taking only a little bit longer, we're going to have to do a -2 penalty as well. Usually that's how that goes. You'll do like minus 10 seconds off of or something along the lines. I'm not too sure how we've implemented the penalties for this tournament, but I think we'll just kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. And we have done our RNG check. We're ready to go. We're standing at the opposite of the pallet side, and Gunther probably doing his own RNG check as well. We're going to be hopping in and out of the lockers to get this underway as soon as possible. And yes, Painkiller will be going again next chase, so stay tuned for that as well. I can't lie, you know, our young Gunther's just kind of leaving our Chinese Ronaldo boy just waiting, man. I can't get behind this. What's the man doing? He's just, you know, he's just face planted in the edge map, mate. I don't know what's going on at the moment, Jumps.
Maybe taking an extra couple deep breaths as he knows who he's about to verse, and probably just getting his bearings, I'd hope. We are going to see Roy have a bit of screen time while he does have that. I think it's worthy to note. Yeah, he was a really standout player last season. Actually, didn't cop the oh, we are finally going to start as well, by the way. Sorry, did not see that. He did actually cop a few votes for Rising Star, saying that he wasn't actually able to be tallied because it didn't amount to enough. But he did cop some votes. Very impressed a lot of people. I was definitely one of those people who included. Also, just a very wholesome, very lovely bloke. Also, just cracked at the game as well, like super cracked at the game. We make the 50-50s, G Money. You're not a pig swimming through that one, mate.
Yeah, now he's going to be making that scot-free no tag. 40 seconds on the clock at the moment. Pre-dropping that filler pallet, that pallet gym, going all the way down to the 4 walls. It is the survivor-sided 4 walls as well, as we all know and love. And he's going to be faking this, doing a little bit of pump juicing right there. Running around in circles. Oh, he's absolutely crazy. Oh. And he's going to be playing that. Oh, he's done a little bit of a crouch juke as well. We got another 4 walls. Ew, I hate this. But he's going to be, it's another long wall one, you know, on the inside, so it's working to our favor at the moment. We're going to be pre-dropping that firecracker, running into Gunther as well. Now going to be utilizing the Ormond tile, pre-dropping that. We're at 1 minute and 14 seconds. Are we going to be able to get a podium finish? Gunther just rushing into the middle of nowhere. Royce is going to be running around the locker as well, doing a little bit 360 trick. 121 is enough for podium. No, it is 1 second off of life finesse. As if like you're not able to use life finesse in a 1v1, you will be using life resi as you do. So loading in now, giving a little bit of nod as we've gotten the A-OK for the build now. Going to be utilizing our RNG check, 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. Now, what do we have at our bottom mid? Sorry, we do have this nice jungle gym looping into another loop over at 8 that I didn't really get to see too well. We're going to be running into some boxes along the way, but no pallet in bottom mid. We do see that we have the pallet facing the outside of shack. So the bottom mid, or close the pallet side closest to bottom mid. So that is very good. But we're not gonna opt to drop it. We're gonna go balls deep all the way over down to this pallet, this jungle gym. Sorry, now not utilizing the window, kind of preserving our life. We have the broken R&L over at 8 as well. Now we're going to be taking this vault nice and quickly, and the life is going to allow us to make the long side of the wall. Gunther not quite getting the tag as well. Very close to that, and we're just going to be playing check spots here on the side of Painkiller, swinging through the pallet. That's some pig shit, like you said, Jumps. He's going to be dropping the cracker, anticipating the break, but Gunther's not going to fall for it, and that's going to be Painkiller down at 31 seconds. Mighty unfortunate. Seeing them around the scene too often, but you have to also take into account that there's no real region lock on this. So we've had a few EU competitors in our previous 1v1 events, and I'm not too sure if this is the same case here. I do believe off of what I'm seeing that they are from SEA. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like always, we just hope to see a very good chase. So we're going to be doing our RNG check, and like you said, rocking the comp ace fit, we do tend to call it, from Russia with love, the ace on the young suffocation pit. Pre-dropping this pallet now, going to be playing the short side of Shack, mind gaming it a little bit, trying to get Gunther off guard. We're going to be slow vaulting that as well, not quite hearing it. Vaulting in the inside, vaulting on the outside. We've wasted the life. Very smart play by Gunther to be vaulting in and out like that. Pre-dropping the pallet. We're kind of just, sorry, breaking the pallet. We're just kind of zoned now. We're rotating towards the bottom mid side, and we're going to be playing nice and patient around this pallet. And are we going to be able to bump around accordingly? And we are going to be getting that beautiful tag from Gunther, the man himself. Now we're just going to be rotating all the way to the mid side of the map where we do have this jungle gym. Are we going to pre-drop and play check spots? We're going to play a little bit of greed. We love to see this, okay? So we're running all the way on the outside, and it doesn't look like there's any ping involved at the moment. So it does kind of facilitate for thought that this person is from SEA or potentially NEA. You never know. But we're going to be utilizing this God Rock here for 50 seconds ticking on the clock at the moment as it stands. We do have the first tag in hand on the side of Gunther. He's going to be breaking this pallet, forcing the break. The crouch tech coming in. We're going to be making main as well as Gunther reloads all of his rushes at the moment. Now going to have to play patient on this vault. Very nicely done. Going to the outside now. We're looking at a potential podium finish if we can get this pre-drop onto here and play the check spots. We're going to opt to greed a little bit. Very smartly played. I know my dumbass would have pre-dropped that pallet, but we're going to even greed that. And we're going to go all the way down to the mid side of the map, more central of the side of 9, playing these check spots around the rock filler, the God Rock. We're at 125. The crowd set coming in. That's absolutely crazy. Now dropping the pallet. This is the podium. 133 at the moment. Your first place, yeah, at the moment now, vaulting in and out of the pallet. Gunther getting stuck on the rocks in the trees as well, and now going to be missing and fatiguing that rush. We're going to be able to buy so much time around this God Rock here, faking the pallet as well, and we just spent way too much time. Gunther, you just got to break this pallet, man. I swear. Now Year's going to be able to go all the way down to the middle side, and that will be the down at 158 seconds, almost 2 minutes on the Blight. I don't know if G-Money is falling a little bit tired at the moment, or if that was just generational, but we'd love to see that person competing in the main season. My God, definitely hit us up, but nevertheless, it will be Forosity on the same ace. Not quite, actually. The pants are different, the slacks, if you will, but nevertheless, we'll be doing our RNG check over at the bottom side of the map. Now, we do have this R&L wall. We do have a few tiles in the middle leading up to main as well. We do have the matchstick tiles over at 8. Okay, RNG's looking a bit cooked. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of open space here. I don't like this for a Blight set, especially within this choke, but nevertheless, we have the LNT over at 3. We do have this this 4 walls over at the mid section of the map as well. No pallet in bottom mid, so all things are looking pretty rough at the moment. If we're able to get our life all the way to the top side of the map, I think we're in business, but nevertheless, we'll trust in Forosity to pre-drop this pallet, and I think Gunther's just going to wrap around the short side of the Shack and opt to go for his rushes and not break the pallet inside of Shack. Very smart play. Now Forosity going to be vaulting that window, leading all the way inside the bottom half of this map. Now pre-dropping the R and L and getting tagged very early on at the moment, 15 seconds into the chase at the moment. Now we're going to be going all the way down to the pallet side as well. He's probably going to be getting hit through this. We know Gunther likes to swing through these. He's going to be pre-dropping the pallet, and he is zoned a little bit. He's going to be pre-dropping the cracker, playing a little bit of mind games, getting a little bit mind gamed at 28 seconds. A mighty unfortunate chase once more.
Oh, Bulla, I love Winterfell so much too, but you take this one away, Bulla, of course.
Winner is in his name. I don't think you understand at the moment. This man is going to be locked, bro. With the rugby shorts, the shirtless David with the bald head, this guy he's going to do something magical. I can feel it in my toes, as you said before, but nevertheless, we're going to be doing our RNG check. And my God, this bottom is shocking. No balance lane. Wait, what the why the hell have we brought in 2 extra pokes? Because man's going to go for a little bit of a self-gale in the middle of the map. That's crazy. Nah, but nevertheless, we'll just take on the 2 pokes here. I mean, I don't think you'll get a chance to use the other ones, but he's going to be initiating his chase, getting tagged within the first 10 seconds. My God, this is not looking good. He's going to have to pull something magical out of that at the moment. Gunther, my God! 7 seconds! Now we'll be going all the way down to the shack side. I do also briefly remember them in DBD Endo, if I'm not tripping balls, but nevertheless, we'll be looking over where RNG is at the moment, and it's looking pretty dead. Can't lie, it's looking pretty dead. Are we going to go for another pre-drop of this shack? My God, I hate it. I get what you mean by choke maps at the moment. You know, are we going to be able... I haven't seen anybody run the sides. I don't know if that's something in our repertoire to be used at the moment. But nevertheless, Les will be now be taking chase all the way down to the pallet gym on bottom mid as well. Now, I'm going to be pre-dropping this, I would imagine, or trying to play for a stun. That's very, very ambitious. My God, we're going to be getting the break onto that via life. Very nice work from Les now being able to make this God Rock over at the top side, and we're going to be able to work with what seems to be a little bit better RNG now. Can't really see what orientation main is facing, but taking the the break onto that pallet is going to spell the alert into use, and now the window being blocked via too many rushes. Now we're going to be rotating to the pallet outside of main, 37 seconds on the clock as it stands, and this is a little bit of an awkward one. I think, you know, with Gunther's experience, he's not going to let this slide, doing a little bit of the mind games around here as well, but Les not really falling for any of it, but he's not able to make the pallet, unfortunately. Once Gunther got him where he wanted him,
he won the last one, bro. He won a Spirit 1v1 event. Like, it's like, you know, you got to be a different type of cat to win like the Spirit 1v1 event, bro. Especially against new as well, you know. So
you definitely got her right now with. I think we're still on the wrong screen. I'm not too sure. Looking, I'm getting a little bit worried. Nevertheless, doing a little bit of an RNG check on the side of Philly Fry, and actually no. Okay, we're loaded in. No, we're loaded
Beautiful.
in. I lied. Okay, all right. So. He is going to be, well, I'm not too sure what's happening here, but we have taken a little bit of a pause. So maybe after this one, we might go into a short intermission and get everybody recuperated, revitalized, if you will. We are at, what contestant are we at the moment? This is number 30, so we will be taking that break like we had mentioned before. Very good, very good. So now Gunther's going to be also meeting at the shack as well. Maybe some communications on what seems to be the problems of why we cannot get this chase started at the moment.
I think he's just trying to figure out what maybe the go is here and just see if we are having those technical difficulties. Sorry, I think we are back now. Might just have to W-glaze Philly Fry in the meantime, because it's definitely deserved. What the fuck was that? Went through the pallet. We do have jungle. Is that jungle mid? We do have jungle mid, so that's lovely. Kind of dangerous when you consider a player of Philly Fry's caliber being able to have this tile mid. Is already going to drop the shack off the rip as well. Does drop jungle, so that's going to be alert used as well. Philly and Noah, if you know, you know. I like to see the bro using alert. He's going to pre-drop that, not getting the full utilization of the life. Does hear Gunther through the wall, though, as the chase is lost. Does see the double back, too. He's going to pre-vault that. He's going to triple vault that now, and he's going to see Gunther swing from behind. Bit of an unlucky tag to receive, but I believe the rushes were on cooldown. We are going to see him make the pallet gym down here. And again, very, very abrupt show of hands from Gunther there. Almost popped up in the face. We are going to get really, really caught out of position there. Is Philly Fry not
social now? Oh. No,
the backside was not pleasant. Yeah, far out.
Nah. What the heck? Nah, well, not even that. It's just like, look at the RNG we've got too. It's just like not good. I don't think. Just a lot of boxes in the way. A lot of stuff you can utilize to break collision and whatnot. But the line of sight will always be there, and Gunther will be able to swing around this very nicely if we're not able to make enough distance away. We do have a nice pallet over at 5, but that'll just kind of zone us. So, nevertheless, Unsocial will now be taking the non-pallet side. Gunther will be waiting for his rushes to come back, and like clockwork, we are off and on the way. Okay, so we're going to run all the way down to the top side of the bottom side of the map, rather. Sorry, we're going to be utilizing this. I believe it is it is a nice little jungle gym in mid. So, you know, we could definitely use this to our advantage. Going to be playing check spot as well. Going to be utilizing life, but we've kind of preemptively vaulted that a little bit, but we're still going to be able to win that via the life. And oh my god, we've ran into Gunther, and Gunther's just kind of swinging at the rock. So a mistake on the side of the survivor, mistake on the side of the killer, but that's going to allow us to make this rock filler over at the top side. We're going to be pre-dropping that, going to be running around the long side now, playing the check spots, and that's going to result in a tag, unfortunately, going to another god rock. We have some nice RNG over at the top side. We're going to be running towards this pallet on the outside of main. Not too sure if I agree with this play, since this is a very dangerous scenario now. We're going to have to play the check spots. It is 46 seconds on the clock, and we are injured at the moment. Unsocial going to be trying to fake the second bolt, but that's going to result in the down, unfortunately, at 52 seconds. Still above the average. A good chase, but oh, I did see. I wasn't lying about the name. Okay, I'm not that cringe, but we've loaded in on the one side. We're getting now camera flicks in, the warm up coming in, and as you can see, yes, he's very well experienced on the mechanics of the survivor. So it's definitely in his repertoire to pull something out of the hat to, you know, go up to off podium finish, but. Looking at his RNG, a little bit better than what we've seen previously, but we do have that infamous rock in the middle. And like, the one time we're going to see someone bring in balanced landing is the one time that rock isn't going to spawn in the middle. It's going to be a pallet or something. So that being said, right, we're on the non-pallet side of Shaq. Okay, we've opted to go for that. And Gunther just doing a little bit of his RNG check as well. So likewise on the killer, he'll just go to the pallet side. The teabag coming in, the bump rush, initiating the chase. Monk is going to be able to make the jungle gym over at bottom mid, and now he's going to be pre-dropping that pallet, kind of doing a little bit of a standstill mind game, staring into the soul of Gunther, and now rotating over to this pallet gym, pre-dropping that also. So do have life still at our disposal. The slow vault coming in to preserve it as well is going to allow him to be able to make the long side by kind of fake around, and Gunther reading that beautifully as well, hearing the footsteps and just swinging at the pallet. I don't even know if he was actually trying to break the pallet, just kind of managed to swing at Monk and get the tag as well. At 36 seconds, we are tagged at the moment, and that will be 38 seconds and a down on the side of Monk. Some being on third place is insane to me. Yeah, just blew the proportion out of the water. And Bongrat, just, you know, showing what he's made of, showing why, you know, he's representing OCE tonight, 100%. But we do see Cam Oz on the Jeff Fit. My God, the snowy Jeff Fit. It's not that cold over at the Macmillans, I can assure you. But nevertheless, with the butterfly on shoulder, we might be able to go for a generational run here. But looking at our RNG, it's not the best thing in the world. I mean, we have a pallet over at 5-0 over in the middle side of the map. So now we're just going to probably play around Shaq maybe, you know? So yeah, that's initially what I was anticipating, but no, we've gone, oh, we do have a pallet over in bottom mid. Okay, I'm blind as batshit, but nevertheless, we'll be now utilizing this jungle gym over at bottom mid side. So, you know what, the RNG actually isn't as bad as what I thought, but we're going to be eating a tag really early, unfortunately, and now going to be running all the way down to the middle side of the map, utilizing our life. Gunther's going to hear and know that we're going to be trying to break line of sight, and we're not really looking behind us, unfortunately. That's giving me major anxiety, and that's going to result in a 20-second 89 chase. Jumps. If I do recall correctly, I think it was SEA. I'm not too sure, but we're going to be loading in now, doing our RNG check, checking the bottom mid side of the map. We've got the logs as well. LNT over at the further side of maybe around 9. Ooh, okay, so maybe we can do good with this. Who knows? But I'm going to be crouching, initiating chase, pre-dropping the pallet instantly. It's going to buy us 10 seconds to get to the middle side of the map. Now running and doing our camera flicks to see when Gunther is about to be rushing, playing the sound cues as well. Now, this is going to result in a really early tag, unfortunately, at 13 seconds nonetheless. Now, we're going to have to really hone in if we're going to be breaking a podium a podium spot. My golly gosh, but we're going to be trying to get Gunther to slide off our body at the moment over at this God Rock, and we're going to be faking it very nicely. He's going to buy us some time to go all the way down to the middle side of that. So what seems to be a really rough start at the moment, it's kind of flipped out on its head with the amount of distance that we've been able to board Gunther out of rushes as well. We're going to be going to the LNT over at 9, and now opting to go for the jungle gym over at this 8 spot as well. So this is turning out to be pretty dire for Gunther at the moment. 45 seconds on the clock. We've broken the average time. We're going to be pre-dropping the pallet and running around the long side. Now are we going to be able to get caught with our pants down? And that's going to be us, unfortunately, going down the break, not taking precedent. And that will be...
We've got to this level that I can sit here and be so real with all of yous and just thank yous for being real. And we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. I think Corey would agree. I think everyone on the staff team would agree. And thank you, big man, as well. I know you've been working hard, bro. I know you've been working real hard behind the scenes. And for those who are keen, don't worry, bro. The new graphics will come. The new GFX will come. I'm so excited for the new GFX. I haven't seen the new GFX yet. Everyone, we just had the new logo as well. I'll take away from that just a little bit because I do want to give some credibility to Sim's chase here. We are going to pre-drop the Shack pellet under the newly donned OSL logo I was just referring to before. That's going to be a tag early, losing every bit of that distance we had off the locker bolt. My golly, he's pissed the freak off. I can't lie. He's going to use the life early. Holds the checkies there. You're going to see Gunther double back. Probably going to see the mind game rush around as I anticipated. Does get the double bump though. Actually bumps for a second time as a fault as well. So that's going to be 4 rushes. I don't think that's what G Money wanted. And Sim's going to make this tile. Now Sim knows how to play this tile very, very well. Let's see how he goes. I don't want to give him Caster's Curse. He's going to play around. He's not going to make it because of ping. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Lane. Actually, this is over at the 8 tile. I'm just completely mind-bogglingly stupid. Nevertheless, we're doing our RNG check. Not too much of one. I think we're just going to go a little bit balls deep with this. The movement mechanics coming in and warming up a little bit. We're bringing in Light and Resi as you do. Seems to be the stock standard for tonight. At least that's what we expected. And now Gunther waiting in on his rushes. And we do have a little bit of rough RNG on our hands at the moment since there's nothing over in the bottom mid side. But no rock. So thank God we're able to make some distance. And now Gunther not quite ready just yet, big man. I didn't even hear a rush there, I don't believe. So Orlando's going to have to go back to the other side of the shack and teabag and get the chase started via the initiation of the bump. And now and the teabag, rather, sorry, for the survivor's end, bump on the killer's end, and now going to be rotating all the way down to the pallet gym where we'll be pre-dropping that and running the long side, or we're just going to fake it a little bit, but we're going to result in a tag, unfortunately. Being able to read that is Gunther, very nicely done, and now that is going to be the first tag over at 19 seconds. We're going to be going to the top side of the map, going to try to make main as well. We have already used life, which is not very good at end of window, facing the wrong way as well. We're going to be vaulting straight into the kill, and it's going to be 28 seconds, 99, so we can probably call that 29 seconds, but that's still 28 seconds. That's not a very good chase, unfortunately.
Chase at a level that not even I see players that have been playing the game for months do. To be able to, feed less and less information as a survivor to the opposing killer, of course. It's such an underrated trait to have. The less you get chased, the better, of course. If you're able to perform in chase, that's even better. And I would definitely say that he's able to deny chase at a good level. And I think his chase is also quite up to par as well. So, Supersaurus, I love you, brother. I'm glad that you were able to find a new home after Sanity disbanded. Good luck in your chase, big fella. We are going to see a teabag at the shack, kicking it off. Hot and heavy, here we go. We do see a pellet gym down, run mid. He's going to just send it. He does make it. He does have the Ormentile down, backing it as well. He's going to play the long side. I believe this is going to be a hit. He's not going to be able to avoid this. Unless G Money goes straight for the pellet. Does have alert. Supersaurus, you are a real one for bringing that, my brother. He's going to send it to this jungle gym. Very nice RNG that he does have there, Hunter, and hasn't used the life yet. He's going to use it now. We do see, oh my god, I think Supersaurus' jock's filled with piss after we saw Gunther come around that corner. We are going to rush straight onto him. Gunther using the bump logic. Oh, he's getting flashy with it. He's not going to convert though, expecting Super to camp the pallet, and that is going to be 40 seconds gone with the main in his sights, Hunter.
This field jocks is wild, and we see the 47-second chase come in. Very good stuff from something a little bit different. Okay, so a little bit of a different ace fit as well, looking very dapper. So we're going to go all the way down to the shack side, getting our RNG check as well, spawning in on the top side. So that's pretty fortunate at our hands to just do a little bit of a 20-30 second chase. 20-30 second check. As to opposed to spawning at the bottom side, then running all the way back to the shack, but nevertheless, we'll be opting to go for the pallet side as well. Maybe going for a little bit of a pre-drop, and yes, like clockwork, that does happen, and we are on the way over at the side of mid. Sorry, not the side, but we are in the mid, and we're going to be playing this filler pallet. We're going to be pre-dropping that, preserving our life a little bit, and we're going to be vaulting back into the pallet and utilizing the window. This is some very clean pathing here from the side of Ivy. Going to force the break onto Gunther, and now utilize the God Rock if we're able to make it in time. Is he going to swing through that Gunther? No, he's going to take the safety bump and try to hit him around it, but it's going to force him to break the pallet over the God Rock. Mighty unfortunate stuff there for the side of Gunther, but 32 seconds and we haven't gotten our first tag at the moment. Things are looking pretty bright for Ivy at the moment, utilizing our beautiful check spot and getting the stun accordingly. Very good stuff from the side of Ivy. Now trying to break the line of sight, trying to juice him a little bit with those scratch marks, and we have done it. We'll be able to buy enough distance. We're going to be pre-dropping that eye filler, pre-dropping the cracker, and we're going to be eating a tag over at 54 seconds. This is definitely looking up for a podium break at the moment. We're going to be running all the way down to this jungle gym, pre-dropping that as well, and going to have to play the check spots. A very safe tile turned into a very unsafe tile at the moment. Ivy's going to be faking, going in and out. Gunther getting a little bit lost. We're out at 114 at the moment. If we have a gold rock, we can buy so much time at the moment, and we do. Are we going to see the pre-drop of the greed? We're going for a little bit of a stun. Going to be playing the fakes as well. He's going to have to really play the check spots at the moment. Stone Cold Ivy. He's going to be vaulting that pallet into the loving brace of Gunther, and that's a 130-second chase. That is enough to break the podium and enough for second place to the man himself. Well done tonight. So it's varying, you know. You definitely expect the people from those NEA, SEA regions to be able to have the higher results, if you will. So nevertheless, we'll be seeing Nano load in, doing a little bit of an RNG check, not too much. And he's brought finesse. I think we have to stop this one. He has brought in a banned perk. This is not good. This is why we redid the balancing, unfortunately, and just not really too sure what's happening at the moment. I do think they've heard the comm to stop the chase, and we're going to have another perk switch so we can be a little bit more forgiving. Unfortunately, sometimes the message does not get across too much of the time, and we don't really want to penalize too many of our participants at the moment. But if you are watching and you are up next, please do not bring any banned perks. There is a channel dedicated underneath the... Well, let me just double check the balancing category, which is the Blight 1v1 event. It'll have all the information there of what is and what isn't allowed. If you have the event participant role, you should be able to see it. I'm not too sure if there's anyone else who wouldn't really be able to see it. I think that should be really public knowledge for everyone, as we have made that. Nevertheless, just to reiterate, if you aren't able to see that channel, the major perks that are allowed is life balanced, smash hit, head on, and the minor perks being your second perk. The allowed ones are windows of opportunity, resilience, alert, urban evasion, and fixated. The reason being that we do not allow finesse is because it is a banned perk in our tournament at the moment as it stands. So it makes little to no sense to really practice with it. I know it does really help out the ping sets, but we did find it to be pretty... it was a grey area nonetheless of whether we were allowed to bring it. But who knows what happens with the next balancing. I won't make any promises because we do have our balancing team who will be overlooking that. And yes, we will be doing some pretty exciting stuff for that. If you haven't already heard, won't disclose too much because not really too sure, who knows, but... we're keeping it under wraps for now. Some big projects for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Nano loading back in with resilience to facilitate for finesse being removed, and now doing his RNG checks. So I think there's like some slightly worse RNG having this hill in the middle, but we're still going to be able to make do with what we got. We do have a pallet gym over at the bottom mid, sorry, more towards the foresight, if you will, middle of the map, really. We're going to be crouch taking that beautifully as well, and now rotating all the way down to the 9 side of the map, which is the 4 walls in the pallet, a little bit too far out of our reach. Is going to spell a tag onto us at 22 seconds, and now we're going to be rotating all the way down to the matchstick tile, vaulting that preemptively, and now utilizing our life to try and do a little bit of jiggy around the tiles here, getting a little bit lost ourselves. I think Gunther's gotten a little bit lost as well, kind of lost sight of our survivor, going for a little bit of a swing too, not too sure what that was about. I think that was just my bad. Going to be utilizing this nice guard window here with the we're going to have to break that door on the side of Gunther. Now we're going to be vaulting this window as well. Some good map knowledge to be able to know where the window is at all times is on the side of Nano, and we are at 53 seconds, but are we going to be able to play the ping pallet? And no, I'm not too sure if we didn't get the prompt in time or something, but we did manage to get around the backside of Gunther, but that, fortunately, not being able to see the last one, and it being very quick as well. So Mango loading in now. Going to be seeing Gunther load in as well. Going to be doing... We're not going to do an RNG check. We do have windows of opportunity at our disposal, but nevertheless, we will be taking chase in just a few moments as we wait for Gunther to recollect his rushes and whatnot. So yes, we are showing the chase on stream as well, so you love to see it. Unfortunately for Taze, that one won't be broadcasted. We do apologize, but nevertheless, we will be going into pre-dropping the shack pallet and initiating the chase once more on the side of Mango, who's going to be running all the way down to the bottom side of the map and now utilizing this jungle gym here. Going to be trying to play around the half walls of it and getting tagged in the process. That is a tag at 15 seconds on the clock. Now going to be trying to play the more. We're getting mind gamed, and that is mighty unfortunate. I think that's the shortest chase of the night at the moment, as it stands at 22 seconds 53 on the bottom side of the map over by this god rock here. We're going to be doing our RNG check. Fixated live, okay? I said we weren't going to see Fixated tonight, but I was corrected. Oh my god, so this could be a play, you know.
Monk also brought Fixated Bull, I remember that as well.
Oh, he did? Okay, well, I was just blind. Sorry, my bad. Nevertheless.
It is only the second one, bro. You are right. It's probably the least seen perk we've seen tonight. You know what we haven't seen, Bull? I don't actually know if this is allowed, which is very, very bad for me. No quick and quiets at all, bro, which is very interesting. I don't even know if it's allowed. It should be, though.
It's not in the list.
Oh, okay. So that's probably why. Unlucky. That's a bit of a noob for me. Which, like you said, Bull, I guess we can... I mean, you are the boss, big man. If this might be the time to say, if you do want to open up, you know, for the people who haven't gone after this, we can ask G Money. Yeah, that's up to you, bro. Really up to you. But we'll get into that after. We'll start Mastermind's chase off. He's used Life early at the shack here. 16 seconds have popped off already, and the Life is gone. And I would say for G Money, he's loving every bit of that. He's going to rush around. Isn't going to be able to convert on that. Bit of a lazy man's flick, as I'd like to say, onto that. Beautiful hold there from Mastermind, just holding that long side checky. Not going to be able to perform a jiggy there. He's going to just lose probably 50% of the distance there and vaulting that pallet. And Gunther's choosing to... Oh my lordy lord, we are going to choose to zone Mastermind 77 down the bottom, Hunter. So, oh, the tree.
Oh my, and we vaulted into the killer, unfortunately, at 52 seconds. So still above the average.
There's a no, not the Bravo, sorry. Lemontic. That's quite a juicy name. TTV. Shout out to bro. Just a free plug for yourself right then and there, bro. So there you go. Shout out to him for being an entrepreneur in that department. Yeah, shake of the heads of the bro. He knows what's going on as well. So hopefully the bro can get a new top clip for his Twitch channel and be able to perform what would needing to be, I believe you said 2 minutes, handsome muscles, handsome man, 2 muscles, 2 minutes, sorry.
2 minutes, yes, 158 at tops, or at minimum, sorry, is what you will need to top the podium. So can Mr. TikTok himself, what did you say, TikTok it was himself do it? Was he streaming on TikTok? TTV, Twitch, my bad. Sorry, yes, it's in his name, and I am blind as batshit. But nevertheless, we'll be taking chase now, as you do. Pre-dropping the shack pallet. Gunther gonna be wrapping around in. Lemon just, reading that as well and slow vaulting the pallet. Okay, this is what you love to see. Buying a little bit more time than as if we were to just kind of run down the middle of the map all the way down to the mid side. And now we bought a little bit of time to use the life, and that's gonna be a tag at 17 seconds. Yes, Gunther playing very well to kind of just read that, and just now we're playing this pallet. Oh wait, no, the pallet's not there, sir. Oh my, okay, we're going down at 28 seconds. That is again mighty. They'd just be laughing the whole time, and I never saw an actual proper serious one. So hopefully that's the night where we get to see this. Take it away, big man Jobs.
Yeah, the Prince of Dubai is actually gonna step up on the Lara Croft. I don't think I've ever seen the bro run this fit in my life, but if he has, I apologize, big man. But yeah, no, I love Obi. He's such a wholesome bloke as well. He's, was on a top 8 team this season. Did really, really well as well during the mid-season to end season, as well as in the finals. They won a game in the finals bracket, which is very impressive to see. Unfortunately, got knocked out by Cardo Kids, which is very, very honourable to lose to them, of course, but. We are going to run, have a sniff of that pallet real quick to see if we want to drop it first. We are going to drop it. He's going to win that vault early, so that's going to be 3 rushes used. Does have beautiful RNG to back up the early use of life as well, so that's not too bad. Holding the checkies, that's a beautiful hold of the checkies. Gunther manipulating the check spot there. Does go late on it. We do see Obi does mid-vault that. Only a bad player would mid-vault that is what Gunther would be saying there. I cannot lie, but we are going to have to zone break Obi down to the, I believe this is the 7 side of the map, Buller. So he's gonna have a god rock here, gonna swing through it. The Mumbai servers are coming in strong, and he's going to sort of go around this backside godfill here. Isn't gonna be able to jiggy that one. That's gonna be an easy tag onto Gunther, but we are at 48 seconds now. It would be a bit generational if we could hold on for 30 more seconds here and put Gunther's head in the ground with a stomp kick. He is going to mess up on the tile there, make it back to the shack, which we still have to utilize as well. He is going to run around the backside. I think we're going to see Gunther try and zone him. He's going to try and vault. He's going to vault the window and zone him. He has very typical standard stuff, very smart from the big man. He's also going to use the rushes to break the pellet quicker. And this is a beautiful chase. We're at 115 right now. We need about 13 seconds to make podium here. He does fake it as well. That's beautiful fake. Double fake. He's going to get Obi. He needs one more drink here. He's going to be able to do 124 on the timer. TikTok, we needed 5 more seconds, Hunter. The private information, but he's not going through stuff, but he's doing stuff that does conflict with his schedule. So very understandable. Hez, if you're in chat, big fella, I do love you, big fella. Thank you for getting back to me and letting me know. Regardless of that, though, we are going to see Blaze, Corey, and I do believe that Blaze was on Team Bands, had a moment on Team Fredo, Globo Gym now, they go by. Not on either of those teams anymore. Obviously, Bands disbanding midway through the season, and Globo Gym not being on the roster anymore. I'm not too sure what happened there. I'm sure it's all love from their captain to him. But yeah, he's going to start his chase off down here. I do believe Blaze has actually got a bit of talent to him. For what it's worth, he is pretty solid at the chasing in the game. He's going to use the Lithe earlier. That's 3 rushes used, Hunter. Does have a pellet gym into a window as well, which is very, very lovely and enticing RNG. Does get zoned though, and he's going to be forced to play this pellet with all his luck. Does win that one though, Buller, to start us off. That's a lovely 50 win. 3 50 wins in a row though, by the way.
We're going to pull 4. We'll pull 4 50 wins. That's absolutely crazy on the down pallet over the R and L. That's going to allow us to buy 37 seconds without a tag at the moment. That's going to be looking like a podium finish if we're not able to get mind gamed, unfortunately. I should just shut my mouth and we're going to pre-drop this and we're going to lose all that distance from getting hit, unfortunately. We're going to be running back to the R and L war, and I think this is going to be a little bit cut short, unfortunately. I've kind of jinxed it. I do apologize, Blaze, but 53 seconds on the clock. Bottom side of the map, we brought Life and Resi as you do, and I just hate this diaper wearing ass freaking skin. Why did they add this to the game? This hurts my soul, but nevertheless, we'll be doing a little bit of an RNG check as you do. We do have a pallet in bottom middle, and we giving the nodders because he knows he brought it. But we're just going to be looking. We do have the water tower. We do have a broken. Was that a falls or is that a jungle gym? I think that's a jungle gym behind us. And no, it's an RNL. Oh god. Okay. You know what? Not the worst thing in the world, but you know, with nah, come on, what are we doing? Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Nah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the pallet side, so something a little bit further from the pallets that we were just looking at. Maybe we're gonna try and utilize that bottom middle filler, so just waiting for Gunther's rushes to come back, and then we'll get everything on the way. Teabag to initiate the chase, not pre-dropping the pallet. We're mind gaming the shack as well, pretending that we've gone around the short side. We're going to be playing the pallet as well. Oh, the blind spot. Oh my, okay, do your checkies properly, skids, but nevertheless, we'll be running across the window. My god, Gunther going for a very ambitious swing there. We're going to be utilizing our life. Gunther reading it perfectly. The V1 tech, maybe. Yes, it will be connecting, and that will be 24 seconds in the chase. First tag as well, pre-dropping this gold rock. I don't see a world where we're really living past the expected the expected seconds of the chase, which is 45 seconds. The default ender. Wait, what? We have not done the homework on our check spots. That was a 41-second chase. We'll go that 41 seconds, and that will not be a podium finish. So at the moment, it stands. First place is Gear. Second place is Ivy. Third place is Bongrat. We do have 2 contestants up next that will be doing their re-ones, and after that, we'll be doing some chase-ups on the survivors that did not end up showing up tonight. You know, so it's definitely some notable names that could have broken podium, to be honest with you. You have Enlightened, you have CJ.